Welcome everybody, welcome to today's video. Today's video in the LS swap, our Vortex swap series, I am going to be hooking up the backup lights to my 2003 Jeep TJ. And for that, you got to incorporate your LS wiring harness with the Jeep wiring harness. So earlier, when I modified the wiring harness, I identified this wire here as the backup lights. Now, of course, how I went about that is through the wiring schematics on the transmission range sensor. You can see right there, it was wire number 6. Backup lamp feed was the one you needed. So I'm using a wiring harness from Current Performance, and it already has the backup lamp wire already on it. So what I need to figure out is that on the Jeep, I know the backup lights need to see 12 volts from a signal in order for the backup lights to work. Does the Current Performance wiring harness provide 12 volts when it's put in reverse, or is it some sort of trigger? I have to try to figure that out. But I know for sure the Jeep harness needs to see 12 volts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up the power probe to the backup lamps on the Current Performance wiring, and then I'm going to turn the ignition on and then put the transmission in reverse and see if it does have power to that or not. Now, if you guys do not own one, I'm going to tell you right now, the power probe is by far your best troubleshooting tool that you're ever going to own in your life. I have used one for years, and I've had almost every model, and it's by far the best. The power probe comes with all sorts of attachments you could use for piercing wire for testing purposes. This one here, you just kind of pierce the wire gently, turn it on, hook up the power probe. Theoretically, if I turn the ignition on, so on my transmission, if I go in reverse, upstairs or under the hood, it should beep. Whoops, too far. There we go. So now that I confirmed with the power probe that indeed it puts out 12 volts, I'm just going to hook it directly up to the backup lamp feed, and we're going to repeat the process again to make sure that the backup lights actually do turn on. So jump inside my Jeep, turn the ignition on. The ignition has to be on in order for this to be tested properly. Go underneath, put it in reverse, and you can see the backup lights came on. There you have it. Functioning backup lights. Now, once again, if you've been following this series, I'm going to hook everything up with a Deutsch style connection. That way, if any reason I need to take anything apart, I just have to disconnect it. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video, and I hope it helped you out with your LS swap. If you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.